I'm Teresa Hansen. I'm the Chief Editor of Electric Light and Power and Power Grid International Magazine, and I am here today with John McDonald. And John is the Director of Technical Strategy, Industry Standards, and Policy Development at GE Digital Energy. John, thanks for joining me today.
Hi, Teresa.
I appreciate you being here. I'm going to start out by talking, or letting you talk, a little bit about advanced DMS, or ADMS as most people call it. I know that you've been involved in that. Can you tell us a little bit about that, your involvement, and kind of the trends you're seeing there?
Yeah, the distribution system, is becoming much more complex. When we designed the distribution system initially, it was designed the architecture was radial, so in other words, from source to load, to the customer. And power flow was always in just one direction. And now with renewables being integrated into the system, we have electricity now flowing in two directions, and there's safety issues and protection issues. So the need for a separate control system and monitoring system for distribution is great, and to manage the complexity. So really what this is we call it an ADMS, an Advanced Distribution Management System. It's a combination of a basic, what we call SCADA, Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition platform, and then advanced applications on top that optimize the operation of the distribution system. So there's a tremendous trend today in utilities looking at ADMS. And in fact, I was just at a workshop at Department of Energy's National Renewable Energy Lab yesterday and the day before, speaking at an ADMS workshop. And we had both utility perspectives on what their needs are, and we had vendor perspectives on what's being developed. So the opportunity today with ADMS is it's truly, of all the smart grid types of applications, and today the strongest business case is with optimizing the distribution system. And so the applications like fault detection, isolation, restoration, integrated volt-var control, these applications on an ADMS provide tremendous potential benefits to electric utilities.
Okay, are you seeing a lot of utilities that are starting to go in that direction, that are actually investing in these ADMS systems?
Yeah, that's a great question, because I can remember for many years where the utility operations group would say, there's no question that I need an EMS, energy management system, for generation transmission, but my distribution system is so simple that I really don't need a separate system to manage distribution. And that's changed. That's one of the biggest changes we see now, where the utility operations group says my distribution system is becoming more complex. I have renewables that want to be connected, my field people can't just open the upstream device now and assume that the feeder's de-energized.
Right, assume they're safe.
Yeah, because I have downstream contributions coming from renewables, So the thinking's changed, and utilities saying, I do need a separate system. I have much more complexity. So there's much more interest now in ADMS.
Okay, great. All right, well, I have one more question I want to ask you. I know that GE Digital Energy is very involved in the whole Internet of Things. So can you just talk briefly about what GE is doing with the Internet of Things and kind of how you see that relating to electric utilities?
Yeah, so that's fairly new. As we all know, it was a little over a year ago that the Industrial Internet Consortium, IIC, was formed. And GE was one of the founding members, along with Cisco and IBM and AT&T. Really what we see, the application of the Internet of Things. Well, first of all, the Industrial Internet Consortium, energy is one of the verticals. Okay. But it's the Industrial Internet Consortium, so it's a number of different industries that are being looked at, where energy is one of those, one of those verticals. And then really, the Internet of Things is we see, and many others see, is the next, we say, productivity revolution, where we can, with the application of technology, we can be much more productive in what we do. And it's three parts to it. So one is intelligent machines and connecting machines together. The second part is software and analytics, right?
Okay.
There's a big, one of the big trends today is we're putting more sensors into the field, which is producing more data, or the concept of big data.
Right.
What are new analytics where we can analyze the data in new and different ways to create more value,
Right.
or new value to customers? So it's connecting intelligent machines, software and analytics, along with people. And what's neat about that is all of us, people, no matter where we are, and connect us any way that we can and any time of the day. And the idea by the productivity revolution is saying that if there's information that you want in the future, you won't have to go get it. It will be with you. It will be available to you readily. So because the machines, the intelligent machines, the software and the analytics, all with communications, will all be connected together in real time.
Okay.
So what we're looking at now is what's the impact of that on the new technology we're developing for smart grid,
Right.
for adding intelligence to the grid. How can we take advantage of this and have a productivity revolution, right, with specifically what we're doing
Right. In our industry.
in our industry? Yeah.
Well, it sounds like some exciting things are coming down the road.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for being with me. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for the opportunity, Teresa.